Aquarius. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with Hearth. Let's read Hearth for you. Let's see. And if you're looking at this one, this is for Libra. That one's already been uploaded if you want to go and look at that reading, okay? So let's see. Down here it says happiness in our hearts and homes. And the actual card says the heart of every home, the fire that unites. Winter's warmth centers. Stories, love, and delights. The ancient Romans believed that every home had a heart, and it was the hearth. Where the fire burned, the family gathered for sustenance, communication, and protection. This concept was so important to the culture that there was a huge city hearth, the Vestal Temple, where the fire of the home goddess Vesta burned forever without ever going out. This sacred flame was protected by the soldiers with their very lives should there be an invasion. The place where the goddess Vesta was honored within every ordinary home was also the hearth, and it is where women prepared food and cooked. Some of the food was always offered back into the fire as an offering to Vesta for her blessing and protection. Often, husbands were sent away on military duty for years on end, and their wives at home were not just expected to keep the home and often the business running, but to wait for their husbands faithfully until their return. They prayed to Vesta to ensure their family members' safe return and to keep the fires of love stoked. The saying, keep the home fires burning, was inspired by this practice. Should the hearth card appear in your divination, you are being asked to look to your idea of what home and family is for you. Take the time to build up your love fire and have it burning brightly. Make your relationships a priority. If there is conflict within your home and family, it is time to take concrete steps to address the issue for good. If you or a member of your family is away from home due to travel or work, know that protection is being given. Okay. All right. So let's see. Hearth, What is the message for Aquarius? Okay, we've got the World. The Knight of Swords. One more for Aquarius. So that's three more. But okay. Nine of Pentacles. I'm gonna have to scooch these over for a minute, just until we look at the overall energy. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Aquarius, you seem to be moving forward. You seem to be moving forward in the sense that you may be the opposite from what the Capricorn message was. With Hearth, I think that you're starting to be a lot more centered, as in you are your own home. You have this inner fire burning. And maybe it's the opposite for you, as in because you have been independent for so long, you have been on your own for so long. You don't need anyone else, but you are starting to, you may meet somebody very soon that's going to make you question. Oh, yeah. Oh, Aquarius. Okay. You may meet an Empress very soon. And I think that you are pretty used to being your own home, your own, which is good, you know, but I think you may have taken it to the extreme where you don't let anybody in. I kind of felt that over here. Four of Pentacles. You kind of guard yourself very closely. And you give very little to the majority of people. Because I think with the Seven of Swords, there was a little bit of not trusting people, right? But you're going to meet an Empress, and an Empress, come on now, that's not someone that you are going to be worried about. Or not that you're not going to be worried about them, you're not going to be scared of opening up to that person. So it's going to end a cycle for you in the sense that the lone wolf is starting to think of forming a pack. Let's put it that way. With the Knight of Swords, I think that you're starting to really question where your reluctance to get to know people came from. Because you are very comfortable. You're showing up very comfortable being alone. But now you're kind of desiring more. You're kind of desiring building a home with someone. And before, I think that you were just you were fine alone, and that's good. I think that you learned so many lessons of what it means to let the wrong people into your space that you learned to protect yourself. And so now you know what it means when someone that you are coming across feels safe to open up to. It makes you be curious about what if? What if this one would be okay? What if this one is okay to invest in? Let's see. Oh, look, what's at the bottom of the deck? The High Priestess. I really think this is a divine feminine you're meeting. Let's see. Clarify the world. I'm going to scoot these over a little bit. Clarify the world. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles. I'm only going to do 2 because you got extra cards, okay? Oh, wow. Aquarius. Damn. Star, 5 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is over here we literally saw the Empress, right? Where's she at? Here she is. And you're showing up as the Emperor. Look, I don't want to jump the gun and say this is the one, but they certainly feel like the one to you. It feels like destiny. It feels important. It feels powerful. With the Star card here, I do think that that you really look up to this person, but something about just how much you look up to them, it's kind of, I think you're feeling a little bit of, how to put this? You're reliving old hurts a little bit, because I think you're realizing this healthy independence that you were in was actually that you hadn't fully healed from situations that had done you wrong. And maybe once upon a time you were married or you got really betrayed. But now, whatever this Empress is to you, I think when you first meet them, they're coming across as Queen of Pentacles. So they may have their own business. They may be somebody who's very nurturing, very consistent, very stable. And it's helping you close a cycle somewhere. It's helping you really acknowledge that there's more to life than what you've been doing so far. So that's where the questions start coming up. Like, wait, why was I so closed off? What was going on there? Let's see. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Nine of Pentacles, see? Nine. The independence, you start questioning it. Ooh, oh, Queen of Swords. Okay. Damn. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So, I'm not sure who this Queen of Swords is, but I feel like there's 2 energies mixed here. So I think the Empress is going to come through with Queen of Swords energy, but then it's going to remind you of another Queen of Swords. That's the one that put you on this path of, I want to be alone. So this Queen of Swords could be a mother figure. This Queen of Swords could be a grandmother, like it could be an ex-wife. Whoever it is, this is somebody who you and this person went back and forth, being really spiteful with each other, being really hurtful with each other, being deceitful. Like it was bad. It was bad. And it was also an everyday thing. And so when you do start questioning, why did I get into this energy where I wanted to be alone all the time, where I didn't want to be with anybody, you start asking the right questions. And I think it really leads you to some breakthroughs. It leads you to understanding that it's because your home that you had built with whoever this is, whether it's a parent, a sibling, a child, whatever, it led you to a little bit of hell. And so it puts you in this mentality of like really shutting off to building with anyone. Clarify Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Knight of Cups. Yeah. Why do I feel like you turned into a little bit of a player, Aquarius? That's the energy I'm getting here. I feel like you turned into a little bit of a player, but it was more because you just felt like this ideal of my other half or someone I want to spend the rest of my life with. You were like, that doesn't exist. There's no such thing. So you believed that success was more about, how about I just test all the waters? You started seeing people, because again, I'm not referring to genders. You started seeing people almost like flavors. Like, well, everybody has a specific flavor and I want to taste them all. And it got you into a very romantic mood, but it was more the love them and leave them type of romantic mood. So you might have, I'm not saying that you played with people, but I think that you kind of got addicted to the dating stage of relationships where it didn't lead to like really deep intimacy. It only led to like getting to know each other, building a good connection, having great sex, and then eventually things just cooling down. That type of energy. Because ultimately, Nine of Pentacles has shown up twice. What you really wanted was to be alone. You didn't really want to build a strong connection with anyone. But now, things are changing. With the Three of Wands, you're really looking at what you've been doing so far and saying, you know, maybe I was wrong. Maybe there is someone who is my match, because you're meeting somebody who's really impressing you. Clarify Three of Wands. Let's see. Clarify Three of Wands. Knight of Swords. Eight of Wands. It's so interesting to me because just being around this Empress is making you start asking questions. Start asking yourself questions. Like, where did this come from? Why am I doing this? You know, how did this and that make me feel? And you're realizing as you're asking these questions, because honestly, these could be conversations. Eight of Wands could indicate communication. So either you're having a conversation with this person, or maybe Eight of Wands, you're listening to them somehow. Maybe they have a book. Maybe they have a podcast. It's their thoughts that are making you question your actions, but in a good way. Like it's making you go to the root of certain situations. And it's making you realize with the Six of Wands that it could have been coming from ego, like you wanting to feel important to people, you wanting to form connections and then walk away, but knowing that maybe they were still going to love you. When in reality, it's because you didn't want to open up. Like you're healing that, you're addressing it. You're in this place of saying, I don't think that I want to live like that. I don't think that that's what I want the rest of my life. You're starting to allow yourself to have a different vision of what your life would be like if you heal. And it doesn't, I don't know if once upon a time, maybe you laughed at healing or you thought, oh my God, that's so ridiculous. And now you don't think it's ridiculous. Now you think, you know, that feels like a very worthy thing to give energy and attention to. I don't know that, you know, I'm not going to discredit it, and I'm not going to say it's not important or that I'm not seeing the value of it. Let's see, tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. The Fool. How interesting. Because you are going to start investing in yourself when it comes to healing, when it comes to addressing where your behavior is coming from. With the Fool card, I think you're going to realize that I strongly support independence, okay? So please don't take it the wrong way. But I think that you were in the hyper-independent energy. You were in the I want to be alone forever, don't touch me, don't come near me type of energy. And you're starting to temper it. Where before you saw this as a virtue, you saw this as like the only way to live. Now you're starting to see, but what if I could open my heart? What if I could be more accepting of other people? Why do I reject it? And the more you question, the more you're realizing it's because of the Five of Pentacles. This is a spectrum, right? So on one end, the Five of Pentacles could indicate the fact that you're so used to being alone, you don't know how to make space for other people. Or two, it could be the fact that you expect to be abandoned so much that you're just like, that's just how things are. I already know where things are going, so I don't let myself get excited about relationships because I already know they're going to end. I already know they're going to walk away, so why let them become a part of my life permanently? And now, for once, you're really looking at someone that you think you really could build with permanently. You really could build a life with. You really could grow old with that person. And the idea warms your heart so much that you're like, wow, I didn't realize I actually wanted that. Because this Empress is different, right? Obviously, Empresses are very rare. And so you're looking at this person like not only are they different, but they are someone you would love to build a family with. They are someone that I don't think it's just a family. I think you'd want to build professionally with them, business-wise with them. Like, it doesn't even have to be anything complex. Like, maybe this is somebody you want to own land with, you want to build a house with, but this is definitely building something stable. And then with the Ten of Pentacles, it's building a legacy. You want to build a legacy with this person. So this is amazing, Aquarius. Congratulations. I know that this is going to be worthwhile. Okay, so if you got this far, you watched the whole thing, in the comments, drop one of the little hearts that has the bandages, like it's healing. Drop a fire emoji and then drop a little house for home. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to feedback as usual, and I will talk to you guys later. Let's move on to Gemini.